G'day everyone, welcome into the shed. Just do a little quick video today just to share some things with you. I'm working on Dave's old P6 LTD and everything's interesting on a restoration because a car's lived a life before and it's had a series of owners and everyone's done things to it. But this car was a white car from factory, but this little back corner piece, which is the back of the body basically, the bumper goes underneath it, the tail light fits in here and the boot lid closes down beside here. This is off a red car, so clearly it's been replaced before in the car's life. But interestingly enough, I started prepping it by sanding it. It had been painted white twice before, so there's two all-over paint jobs that we knew the car had had before. But the red colour, the Regency Red I think it's called, there was 3 layers of that with a layer of primer between each layer of that all the way up. So there's 5 coats of paint and 5 primer coats. So naturally, when you start to sand it and prepare it, there's a lot of things have lost their definition. So this little line around here had disappeared, and so I've sat there with a razor blade and cleaned that up this morning. But also, there's a little reverse curve area in here, the sort of scallops this way. That had actually been filled with paint and primer and sanded across, but also way down in the layers there was a layer that was lifting and starting to flake away. So I've had to chase that back, and I'll go further than what I have at the moment with that. So one thing led to another, and I looked at the other side. Now the left side of the car had had a previous smash repair, and there wasn't the layers of paint. There was the 2 white layers on this, but there wasn't anything else on there. There wasn't even the original white layer. So I started prepping this one with the razor blade, the same thing, chipping away at this area around here, but it all started falling off. So here was a panel that I've previously sanded in an effort to have it ready to actually put a primer on and another layer of paint. But what's actually happening is this is all just lifting off the fiberglass corner, and we don't have to put a lot of effort in there, and it just comes off. I actually got the air hose earlier on and blew a whole heap of it away as well. So if we'd actually relied on our sanded up finish as a surface to put our primer on and to put our new paint on, at any point down the track, whether it be 3 weeks or 3 years or 3 months from when we finish painting the car, we could have an issue where this original paint is actually delaminating away from the fiberglass. And when we look at it, we can actually see this surface here is very smooth. So what's actually happened is when it was actually put on the car, I'd say it was an insurance job at the time, get it out of the shop as quick as you possibly can, and they've just given it a very light scuff, primed it and painted it, and it has worked for then. But now it's had other layers on top, years have gone past, and that bond with this area here that wasn't really sanded that well at the time is breaking away. So being restoration sort of stuff, and whether you're working on your own car or someone else's, we naturally want to do the best job we possibly can. And we also want to do it at a reasonable cost. So when we look at painting over old paint, we need to know that it is in really good condition underneath, that we don't have problems like this. And it's just another one of those little areas that you've always got to be checking and working away on and making sure you've got it right. Now here is a little example in here where there is a paint chip that's been filled with primers over the years, and that's an old one there, it's smoothed in there, and it's just the chip. It hasn't been feathered out or anything like that. And sure as eggs, if we prepped our car and put our paint on there, any little things like this would appear as little blemishes in our paint, and either we're going to be dissatisfied with our own job or our customer's going to be unhappy with us.
Now what I want to know, if you attack a good one with a razor blade, would it come off then too?
No, just skate across it and you'd be getting bogged in the paint and it'd be jumping through the paint and all sorts of things like that. But no, this is just coming off easy. I just found a piece here that's actually adhered really well, and what's actually happening is it's breaking the layers of paint apart and not actually sliding and just coming off. Got him now, but that took a fair bit of effort, whereas most of this stuff up here just peels off under the razor blade. So we'll give him a nice sand up and put a decent etch primer on there, and then we'll build up from there. it'll be beautiful. So just things to be looking for. I'm Rob Teal. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep it safe.